Interesting facts about Switzerland.
Switzerland is one of the happiest places to live in the world. According to the 2015 World Happiness Report, Switzerland ranked number 1 out of 158 countries on the World Happiness Index. That's a big achievement for a country of just 8 million. Also known as Confederatio Helvetica, which explains the abbreviation CH used in banking codes. The Latin, Confederatio Helvetica, came from the Helvetii tribe that inhabited the Swiss plateau during the Roman era. Home of the Alps. Geographically, Switzerland is divided between the Alps, around 208 mountains, over 3,000 meters high, and 24 of them are over 4,000 meters in height. The highest of these is Monte Rosa at 4,634 m, on the Swiss and Italian border. Square flag. Along with Vatican City, Switzerland is the only other country in the world to have a square flag, a red square with a white cross. English is not an official language. Yes, Switzerland has 4 national languages: French, German, Italian and Rheno-Romansh, but English is not one of them, although it is popular there and travelers won't have a problem communicating. Einstein developed the theory of relativity on Swiss land. True. German scientist Albert Einstein developed his famous formula E=mc2 while living in Bern. By this time he had renounced his German citizenship in order to avoid military duty. Home of the Hadron Collider. For all the Big Bang Theory aficionados, the Hadron Collider that Sheldon talks about in one episode is located in Switzerland. The world's largest physics lab, CERN, straddles the Swiss and French borders at Geneva. CERN physicists won the 2013 Nobel Prize after they discovered the Higgs boson particle, one of the building blocks of the universe. More banks than dentists. This one may not be surprising since most of the world rich and famous use Swiss banks to stash their wealth. There is approximately 1 bank per 1,400 residents. In fact, tellers are protected by bulletproof glass. Illegal to have a social pet. Swiss law does not allow owning social pets unless you have a pair. Yes, it is illegal to own just one mouse, guinea pig, fish, ferret or canary. The law assumes isolation of such animals as abuse. In fact, the country even has pet lawyers. Dog tax. Laws in Switzerland also tax residents for owning a dog. Taxes are taken annually on the type, height, weight and size of the dog. Dog owners are expected to take courses to train and care for their pets. One of the world's finest transport systems. Despite being a mountainous region, Switzerland has one of the world's finest public transport systems. A network of railroads, bus routes, tramways and superhighways together with a systematic timetable connects travelers with any desired point. The Swiss is further said to travel more than anyone else in the world by train, traveling up to an average of 2,258 kilometers per person every year. Male conscription. Like few other European countries, Greece and Austria included, military service is still compulsory for Swiss men. The constitution says male citizens have to serve in the Swiss army after age 18. Women can volunteer. Low crime rate. Despite liberal gun laws, Switzerland has one of the lowest crime rates in the world. A survey estimated 45.7 guns per 100 residents, third highest after the US 88.8 and Yemen 54.7. Home of famous inventions. The Swiss made absinthe, cellophane, muesli, Velcro, the Swiss Army knife, Helvetica font, LSD, edible chocolate, gold and milk chocolate among other things. Chocolate is a major export. Known as the home of the famous Toblerone chocolate bars, it is unsurprising that chocolate is a major export of Switzerland. In 2012, chocolate factories in the country made 172,336 tons of chocolate. Home to Europe's largest clock face. The clock face of the Church of St. Peter in Zurich is the largest in Europe. The clock has 4 faces with the outer diameter of each measuring 8.64 meters. The minute hand is 5.73 meters long, and the hour hand is 5.07 meters. Zurich fountains. If you visit Zurich, don't forget to drink from one of its 1,200 fountains. Most of the fountains are works of art and have history behind them. Origin of instant coffee. While Italy may take pride in its cappuccino and espresso, it was actually the Swiss who came up with the concept of instant coffee. Swiss company, Nestle, created Nescafe in 1938. Charlie Chaplin legacy. English comic actor, Charlie Chaplin, spent his last 25 years in Switzerland. In fact, he and his wife, Una O'Isle, settled in Switzerland in 1953. Inches, Manoir de Ban, a 35-acre estate in Coursières-sur-Vive, overlooking Lake Geneva. A large population of foreigners. Foreigners in Switzerland account for 25% of the population of 8 million. One of the highest percentages on the planet. But in 2014, Swiss voters passed an anti-immigration initiative to limit the number of foreign nationals inside the country, a move that may signal the end to free movement of even European nationals in accordance to EU rules. Sacrosanct Sundays. The Swiss consider Sundays sacrosanct. In fact, Sunday is protected by laws, which make it illegal to engage in chores like hanging out laundry and washing cars. Most stores are closed on Sundays too, since federal labor law prohibits staff being employed on Sundays. Bern Child Eater. One of the oldest fountains of Bern has a sculpture that depicts a giant eating a sack of babies. It was built in 1546, but no one knows why.